they see me. Obviously, they see me in the place of my dad. People who helped me grow, the people who cared for me, they mention my dad's name each and everywhere. They always told me that they see my dad as a god.
வீரப்பன் சார் வந்து எங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும். அவங்க பொண்ணு வந்து எலெக்ஷனுக்கு வந்து ஜெயிச்சாட்ட எங்களுக்கு நல்லது பண்ணுவாங்கன்ற ஒரு நம்பிக்கை இருக்கு.
வீரப்பன் சார் ஸ்டார்டிங்கில் அவர் காட்டில் இருந்தால் கூட மக்கள் ஏழைங்க மேலே தான் ரொம்ப அக்கறையாக இருந்தார்.
This is Ancheti, a small village located inside the Hosur forest range in Krishnagiri district, Tamil Nadu. This is one of the places from where forest brigand Veerappan used to be quite influential and was also a frequent visitor. His daughter Vidhya Rani is now contesting from here alongside Seeman's Naam Tamilar Katchi. What are people thinking about her, and is her father still relevant? Let's ask around.
வீரப்பன் சார் வந்து எங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும். அவங்க பொண்ணு வந்து எலெக்ஷனுக்கு வந்து ஜெயிச்சாட்ட எங்களுக்கு நல்லது பண்ணுவாங்கன்ற ஒரு நம்பிக்கை இருக்கு. நம்பிக்கை இருக்குன்னா கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கோம், நான் நேரில் பார்க்கல, கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கோம். ஆனால் நல்ல ஒரு காட்டு பகுதியில் வந்து காட்டு ஜனத்தங்களுக்கு நல்லது பண்ணுவாங்கன்னு சொல்லி கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கோம். அதனால நல்லது செய்வாங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
வீரப்பன் சார் என்ன பண்ணாரோ அது அவங்க பண்ணுவாங்கன்றது எங்களுக்கு ஃபுல் நம்பிக்கை இருக்குது. ஏன் அப்படின்னா வீரப்பன் சார் ஸ்டார்டிங்கில் அவர் காட்டில் இருந்தால் கூட மக்கள் ஏழைங்க மேலே தான் ரொம்ப அக்கறையாக இருந்தார்.
While the older generation here seem to believe in Vidhya Rani simply because of her father's legacy, the youngsters seem inspired by Seeman's ideologies. However, all of them have agreed in Krishnagiri it's going to be a tough fight between the DMK and the IDMK.
இந்த படத்தை பார்த்து யங்ஸ்டர்ஸ் எல்லாருமே நாங்களாம் பார்த்து நிறைய விஷயம் தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும், அவரை பற்றி நிறைய விஷயம் தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். இதுக்கு முன்னே தெரியாத கூட இப்போ தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். அதனால அவருடைய கொள்கை அதெல்லாம் நல்லா பிடிச்சிருக்கு, அது மட்டும் பிடிச்சிருக்கு. ஏன்னா மோஸ்ட்லி அதிகமாக எப்பயுமே டிஎம்கே ஏடிஎம்கே தான் எல்லாருமே மோஸ்ட்லி. ஏன்னா அவங்களுக்கு வயசாக ஏஜ் அதிகமானவங்களுக்குலாம் அவங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சது டிஎம்கே ஏடிஎம்கே ரெண்டு கட்சி மட்டும்தான்.
இப்போ யங்ஸ்டர்ஸ் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா சீமன் சொல்கிற அந்த கொள்கை, சமூகத்திற்காக நோக்கங்கள், அவங்க பண்ணுற நல்லது, ஏன்னா யங்ஸ்டர்ஸ்க்கு எல்லாமே நல்லா தெரியும் அவங்க கரெக்டாக பண்ணுறாங்க அப்படின்ற மாதிரி. அதுவே மூத்தவர் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அவங்க நம்ம கேஸ்ட்டில் வராங்க, அதனால கேஸ்ட்டை பார்த்து அதிகமாக நம்ம எக்ஸ்ட்ரா பண்ணலாம், ஓட் போடலாம் அப்படின்ற மைண்ட் கூட பெரியவர்களுக்கு வந்து அந்த மாதிரி மைண்ட் இருக்கலாம். ஆனால் யங்ஸ்டருக்கு வந்து எப்பவுமே இப்போ இருக்கிற சமூகத்துக்கு வந்து நல்லதை எதை மட்டுமே அதாவது தேர்ந்தெடுத்து ஓட் போடுறத அந்த மைண்டில் தான் யங்ஸ்டர்ஸ் இருக்காங்க. இப்போ
Locals told TNM that Vidhya has the support of the people in Anchetti and in the surrounding villages including Natrampalayam and Gerati. These supporters, however, are Padayachi Gounders, the caste which Vidhya Rani Veerappan also belongs to.
You were first with the BJP and you recently joined the NTK. Why did you manage this shift?
I actually was called into BJP. I was suddenly called into BJP and I felt that was a chance to come out into politics. So I took that stage because I was not interested in going and asking any party to take me in, or I was just focusing on how to form my NGO or trust or something. So when they called me, I felt, okay, let me see how the political field and experience is. Then I got into BJP. Then for about 3 years I have been traveling. From 1.5 years I was inactive. By then I was thinking to do again, like to come back to the other stage of like I thought of doing an NGO, I told, right? So I was thinking about that. By then I met Seeman Chittappa. I met him. He explained me that I can do well in his party, about the party's systematic work, criteria, all these things. Then I felt it's a very good place to be, so I came in.
Okay. Actually, when we think about NTK, one of their core ideals has always been about the Sri Lankan Tamils.
Yes.
And that is something your father has also always spoken about when
Yes.
he was, when he was in the forest. He's always demanding rights for them. So did that have anything to, did that make you choose this decision?
Yes, obviously, yes. That was a biggest thing that I chose this party because Tamil Desiyam as the soulful concept of Velupillai Prabhaharan and then my dad and my Chittappa Seeman, 3 of these people. So I felt this is syncing very well and we can work together focusing on the like in this process there is no difference between any caste, creed, or nothing, no difference, and we'll have to respect all human beings and living beings. So I felt it. We can do without any weapons. We can use our words. We can use our strong thoughts and words with the like speaking to the public and bringing it into politics. So I felt this is a better way to do.
Right. So you were in the BJP for some 3 years, right? Did you feel that you were able to create a mark for yourself in the party?
In BJP,
In the
you're
BJP,
asking?
yes.
No, I don't feel like, because I was not given any agenda to follow.
Okay.
So I was just being there, attending some programs and so on.
Okay. But although you say that you went into BJP because you wanted to do some good, the ideology of both BJP and NTK are vastly different.
Yes.
So how do you reconcile yourself or your ideologies with the parties?
No, I didn't take any ideology while going into BJP.
Right.
I only thought I can do something. I was up to my principles and my attitude towards the public. If I was offered something to do, to take some developing process and work with the public, I was expecting, because it was the ruling party of India. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that.
Right. Do you see that space here in NTK to do that?
Yes, obviously. I do see that space, and they do support me very well here.
Okay. So now coming to the fact that you've been campaigning, you're seeing how the public are receiving you, and how are the people interpreting your father today, and how are they responding to you when you go out campaigning?
Like they are interpreting my dad as a person who, if he was alive, they are scolding the politicians for they were not being very right in my dad's decision. And they were like, if he was there, he would have saved the people of Tamil Nadu from so much of agony, and he would have questioned each and every activities of the politicians. And these were the thoughts of people that they exposed to me, and they were emotionally connected, and they really wanted me to come out and do something for the people in the place of my dad.
And how are the female voters welcoming you, ma'am?
They very much, actually when they see me, I mostly see lots of tears in their eyes. So they accept me heartfully. They feel like someone is coming to really save us by the words and the thought we expose. They could understand and take it, and they see me. Obviously, they see me in the place of my dad.
Okay. So, so far you've been campaigning. What do you gauge is, the need of Krishnagiri right now, and what are your poll promises this time?
To like this place is it is about 75% of farming now.
Right.
So I wanted to rescue all the lakes, rivers, and small water bodies that have been left to it is not in usage. I want to recover it. I want to connect the water bodies and supply the water to all the villages' land, so that the dried lands can be cultivated, and the people can raise their economical status through that. And then there are lots of women here, family women, and both educated girls who are not having a proper job, and there is no proper security as well in the job places. They face lots of things. So I have planned to plan some small scale businesses and give them training, loans, all this, to take all these initiatives. And for other there is the drainage system of the town. If you see here in the most of Hosur, Krishnagiri, Uttangare, there are lots of opening places, and the roads are very much damaged. And the roads that are connecting the city and the village are very much damaged. The buses are damaged. I wanted to raise voice for this and take this to the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. I want to take there and tell them these people are suffering here. Please do all this. I wanted to be a voice of the people. Yeah.
Okay.
All this.
So something that we all know about Krishnagiri is that they have always elected Congress, or they have always elected the DMK. Like the Congress has been in power 9 times and the DMK 4 to 5 times. But in the last parliamentary elections, NTK was third, right?
Yeah.
They came up with like 2.7% vote share.
Yeah.
So what kind of a result are you expecting this time?
This time I'm mostly expecting for me to win, because here the NTK has already a amount of votes, and there is a vote for my identity.
Okay.
Hope this will get well, and I hope I will win.
Right. When you speak of your identity, the main identity is also that of you being a woman in the party.
Yeah,
So NTK has time and again in the last 3 elections, assembly and in parliamentary elections, they've made sure 50% reservation is given for women. How do you perceive this move of the NTKs?
They mostly use this words. Women are not equal to men. Women and men are equal. So they are acting according to the word they mentioned. I feel always.
Okay, but do you think that this is just their ideology, or is it also winning strategy because they are placing more
No,
women?
it's more of their ideology, and they apply their ideology each and everywhere. More than making it a strategy, they try to apply the ideology on the society so that they can make it a practical thing for others, public and the other party to look into it and create an example over there.
So how do you think in the last 3 years that this strategy has been implemented, or their ideology has been implemented? How do you think it is resulting? Do you see that going up? Do you think that it's going to
Yes,
be...
obviously. People are like public now are accepting women into politics.
True.
They are accepting more women into politics. They feel like women can get emotionally connected. They can think about the public's worries and the day's problems that is undergone by the public. So women will be much helpful than men, they feel. So maybe that is working out.
Is that what Krishnagiri's women are also thinking?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
They are.
So for someone who is predominantly grown up away from their family, you seem to be influenced a lot by your father as a person, and that also forms a part of your identity. How did that turn in the years that since?
Actually, the people who helped me grow, the people who cared for me, they mention my dad's name each and everywhere. They always told me that they see my dad as a god. In most of the places they have stated this word, and that made me get a feel that yes, obviously my dad is a god. So I could see the people of the society now. They're like it's very hard to get very closer to people nowadays.
Yes.
But the people who took care of me, the people who were very nice to me, speaking about my dad, really it was a different world.
How so, ma'am? Like, can you expand a little bit more on that for us? Any anecdote that you would want to share?
Yes, actually I was studying in Coimbatore in a school called St. Paul's.
Okay.
It was my dad's death that happened before Diwali of that 2004 year, I guess. I finished all the rituals and I returned to the school hostel, and then came the Diwali of that year. Then one of money order I received from some person. I never know if it is a woman or men. They stated I have a daughter of smaller age. I don't want her to celebrate Diwali, but I wanted to see you celebrate Diwali to forget all the worries about thing. And that person is a daily wage, earning money through daily wages.
Okay.
So not stating the address, not stating the name or anything, they just send me the money order. All this this is just one example. This kind of attitude, this kind of importance, really, it sowed a seed of gratitude into me. So it has grown into a tree today. Yeah.
And how did you go from there to becoming a lawyer to now running a school and being a politician? Can you tell us about that?
Yes, obviously. I just After that, I was into hostels, right? So my teachers and my most of the schools were Roman Catholic schools. So sisters, mothers, teachers, they were taking a good care of me in the place of my parents. Most of the holidays, Christmas holidays or Diwali, I don't go home. I was in the hostel. I was taken care of by them, and this made me feel. This inspired me. I should be caring towards the children who are coming into my school. I should be a kind of I should take the place of the parent of the kids who are coming to my school, and the responsibility of the parents to create a very good citizens with a very good attitude, behavior, character, with lots of gratitude, and then with lots of friendly attitude, straightforward kids. So I took this track.
Okay. When we speak about this, I also want to ask you: we've spoken about your father. What about your mother? Can we see her campaigning for you this time? Can we expect her to
No,
be
actually,
campaigning
she is into different party.
Yes.
She has given me the full freedom to
Okay.
achieve something in politics in my own way, and she has sent my relatives to take care of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of this, your marriage
Yeah.
was quite a bit of a conflict that created between you and your mother. You had gone to
No,
court.
not at all.
Okay.
It
was
wasn't.
not?
It wasn't a conflict.
Okay.
It wasn't a conflict. It at that time she never knew anything fully
Okay.
about what happened. Later on, she accepted everything
Okay.
very shortly.
Okay. But do you think that period shaped your politics as well?
Not at all. No, that is just an incident of my life,
Okay.
and that doesn't have any connectivity with anything in my life. That's it.
Also, recently there have been 2 documentaries of your
Yeah.
father that has come out on 2 different OTT platforms, and so many first-time voters have seen these documentaries, and now they're talking about your father. He's been in conversations.
Yeah.
So, do you think that is helping you fight this election? Do you think that his identity coming back into the media, young people who did not know your father are now learning about him? Do you think that is helping your fight, ma'am?
Yes, that is helping my fight, obviously. But some kind of characters and thoughts of me and my dad are sinking. I saw that in that movies. I had because before this movie is released, I was into BJP. I was into politics actually. So I thought getting into politics adds more power. Everyone see politics as a place of earning or something, but I see politics as a place to do some service to the public. So I was trying to make a strategy of myself, to make a track for myself, and my dad's words created and strengthened me with the thought that I had lived, which I developed little by little. Now it has formed a very strong concept into me. That changes happened into me, and with the public were able to realize the need of the government to protect their citizens from all such, because he was from the mountain areas where he faced lot of day-to-day living problem, basic needs. So the whole village was put to do those things that day. So my dad was somehow into that situation, and even there he wanted to take back, but he was not forgiven, or he was not given a way to come back. So he was pushed to this situation. So people was able to understand what and all happened exactly, and who were the exact culprit in this.
And how has that shaped the youngsters who are voting this time?
Yes, obviously they don't see any politician speak this much strong concepts for the development of the society, thinking about the people. They only see that too he spoke years back.
Yes.
They see that as applied to the today's situation. So youngsters take it as a very big inspiration, and they feel like he's a leader. Yes.
And one thing that you've mentioned in previous interviews is that you want to right some wrongs that your father might have committed. What do you mean by that? Can you elaborate on that? Maybe just give us an example.
I didn't mean that what my father's committed.
Okay.
What wrongs were committed during the search of my father.
Okay.
Yes.
And what are those? What is it that you want to
Yes.
see?
Actually, the people of those border area, most of the women lost their lives. Most of the children were not educated. They were not given a normal life. They were running here and there, leaving their families, and they lost their lives actually. And most of the families, there are no father and mother, or there is no brothers, or most of the men were killed over there. For this kind of family, the government haven't, even today, they haven't taken any steps. They have killed so many people notoriously. Like they haven't not indulged into any criminal activities.
You mean the officials?
Yes, yes. Only the officials have, they have did all the wrongs over there. That was not questioned. Even when they're not questioning, at least they would have saved these people. Even they didn't do that. So I wanted to right that wrong.
All the crimes against
Yes.
the women.
All the it's not like all the crimes. I wanted to save the leftover peoples.
Okay.
That leadership or politics could help me to do that. That is what I say.
Okay. So all of this, when you talk about, there is a lot of your father's identity, like you had already said, that he's influenced you quite a bit, but you've very minimally interacted with him. What are one or two interactions with him that you can recollect from early on, from your childhood?
It was a day I met him, and it was the first day I met him. He was really trying to come near me. I was little scared. Then I was convinced, and then he spoke to me. Then I was told this is my dad. But before that, public have showed the photos. So I was little bit convinced. Then we were communicating. He was having me on his lap, and he was stating these words. You should study very well. You should get educated, and you should come and save our peoples. You should work for our peoples. You should work for our society's well-being. These are the words that is stated by my dad at the end.
And that is what you want to do to the other people.
Yes, obviously.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I travelled to the villages in Hosur Forest Range, from where Forest Brigand Veerappan was influential from, trailing his daughter Vidhya Rani's election campaign. She is contesting alongside Naam Tamilar Katchi and is heavily relying on her father's identity this election. But is Veerappan influential today? And what are the people thinking of Vidhya Rani? To bring answers to you, I bring to you a ground report and her interview. But do remember that for bringing such ground reports to you from remote villages, we require your support. Support young independent journalists like me by becoming a subscriber of the News Minute.
Elections. They're all about choices.
A click of a button that forms the nation you want to see.
Your choice.
From the people who will govern you to the party that will be in power.
Your choice. Unless the people you choose win and switch sides, but still can't your choice.
From the media that serves you to the media that serves power and advertisers.
That too is your choice.
You read and watch public interest journalism or propaganda.
Your choice. What news organizations get the ads your tax money pays for?
Not your choice.
This election season, your right to choose puts you at the heart of it again.
We'd like to be your eyes and ears.
Choose the journalism and media that serves democracy and you.
Because what you choose will determine what you see.
You fund our journalism and you can choose what reports you want to back. It is your choice.
News Laundry and the News Minute's General Election 2024 coverage. You choose your journalism.
Simply log on to newslaundry.com/2024 election fund and choose an amount of your choice for the reports of your choice.
Because together, we're stronger.
And it is your choice that will make us stronger together.